Okay, so I have a lot on my mind this morning, and so basically I got up early today, which made me happy. It's 9:30. I'm in Colorado, I just went for a walk just to go get a pack of cigarettes down the road. I'm showing this can because this is my first step of responsibility at Sean's house. When I was at my parents' house, I always just flung cigarettes in the street. And I'm not saying it's even that great to smoke, but I'm not even fucking going into that right now. I need cigarettes in my life right now because I'm an impulsive person. And I do a lot of things that are amazing, but I don't always cover my tracks very well. And that's what makes it seem like I'm against somebody else, if that makes sense, like my parents or, a girlfriend. Or I'm impulsive. I don't mean to do things to hurt other people by my actions. It's more of like, I'm an impulsive person who gets mad and angry about stuff, and then I go act impulsive. So if there's one thing that I have to learn to take out of my life is, there's many things. I'm a smart fucking guy, I went to college I have a decent degree even. I'm always working on this movie shit, like, even though it never seems to progress past a certain stage, but I know it's still my dream, and it's going to be my dream till the day I die. Like that, that's the reality of my life, is that what I do, these updates and shit, this is the dream of my life. I want to get paid for doing this all across the country, drifting, but maybe instead of like having to just to go places and get another crazy job and like go in and out of employment, find a better way to go about that so I don't drive myself as crazy. Because look, I'm 28, okay? And most people I talk to my age right now are like, you're an adult, blah, 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 grow up. And I understand that. I'm always going to struggle with that. I always understand it at the same time. Like, responsibility does create freedom. Like, the more responsible you are, actually, the more free you are. And when you're running from it, you're not free. And that's what I've been going through. I've been running from freedom. Now, I'm not saying, trust me, there's ways to run and be free too. And there's nothing wrong with living like that either. But if I have to be honest with myself right now, I need to create more responsibility, because then I'm going to have this ultimate, and it doesn't matter, like, it really, if I love Colorado, which I do in my heart, if you want to stay here, and just get a job, and then get another job, play the game until you have a place, I do think that my sanity will be way better off. Because sometimes I get dramatic and I go overboard and I think everything's ruined, and then I think, wait a minute, I've only I've made a few impulsive decisions in my life, and not every one I always seem to make the best. I'm getting better at making the best of the situation. At any rate, this can here represents responsibility, because I'm not going to flick cigarettes in the street anymore, and maybe this will help me with my impulsivity, if that makes sense. Because if I get in a habit of doing this, then I'll get in a habit of getting up early, then I'll get in a habit of going looking for more work. Even in hard times, there's work out there, okay? The reality is there's work out there, and I'm a good person. You're good at finding it. Look, I went home after getting shot at in California, going back to Illinois. It took me a couple months, and I had a job, okay? You're good. This is who you are. You smoke cigarettes, you drink beer, and, sometimes hard alcohol, not all the time, mainly beer. And you smoke pot, and so what? Like, that's your recreation, okay? That's your social life. And that's fine. You can be like that forever. Okay, so I have a hard time like getting going in the day. Like, there's always something more fun to do than what I have to do.
always. Like, I'm just that person. I always find the fun route before I find the stupid, boring work, serious route. So, I came up with this, like, song. Like, I'm kind of still, like, working on its improv, but it's, just, like, about how I just, like, drift around and I never have a plan. So, it goes like this. I just went to Denver, just got on a bus, just came over here now to my friend Sean's house. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess go get a job, try to make some money, and not like it, and then not act like a slob. I'm just making this movie about Matt Bennett as a drifter, trying to find some truth across this great nation we call the United States. There's so much going on here. Sometimes it's really great, other times it sucks, and you get fucked over, and you don't understand what you did, or how come... Hold on. You don't understand what you did, or how come you're never sober. Matt Bennett Show, drifter for a living.